Hi everybody, that's Allie.
And that is Dash,
Welcome to our Playdate.
where we choose a game, sometimes make up our own rules, and play for a while.
Enjoy listening and playing along.
Or don't. We can't hear you. It's a podcast. Did we rate this the first time we played it?
I don't think so, no.
No?
No.
Okay.
This was before we started rating things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Hi, everybody. Today we are playing ObamaLlama by Big Potato Games.
That's right. We played this in a previous episode, but one of the great things about this game is there are 3 different sets of cards.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to use a different set of cards this time.
So every time is a different... So it's almost like you could play it one time with 3 different layers, or you can play it 3 different times and have 3 completely different games.
The real way you play it is you throw a dice and that determines which card you do. But remember, the game is based on rhyming. So all of the clues are going to rhyme.
Yeah.
Each card has 3 clues on it. The only rule is you cannot say any of the words on the card, but you want me to guess what the 3 clues are.
Yeah.
And let's say if you can't get one, we'll just do a pass.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Yes. I'll go first. All right. Oh, you're going to read to me first.
Yes, I'll read
Okay.
to you first.
All
Go
right.
first to me means you guess first.
Got it.
Apparently, go first to you means you read first.
I read first, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. A big green comic book character
Okay.
feeling kind of down.
The Hulk is starting to sulk.
Yes. A former winner of American Idol who was also recently in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and is also married to David Foster.
Okay.
Or David something.
Uh-huh.
A super old record executive guy. Possesses a particular type of lock opening device that opens a bunch of different doors. And the name of this particular device is kind of spooky. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
So I don't know the winners of American Idol or who they're married to. But I know that the second part of that is skeleton key.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mary Blank Gallagher and Nanny Blank is her name.
I know her last name is Kelly.
No.
No, her first name is Kelly. Right.
No.
Kelly Clarkson is the one
No.
I'm thinking of, which is
Yeah.
not right.
It's not right. Because
Because-
Clarkson doesn't rhyme with key.
Right. No, but I thought like Kelly was her last name. So something Kelly
No.
skeleton key. I don't know this one.
Okay, so Blank Catherine Gallagher.
I don't know who we were talking. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Okay, Catherine.
Okay.
And the second is a movie
Catherine
starring.
McPhee.
Yes.
Catherine McPhee uses a skeleton key.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Wow.
Great job.
Catherine McPhee was a contestant on American Idol.
Okay, this is Mr. Jessica Biel. ate something that is upsetting his belly, and he feels pain.
Justin Timberlake has a stomach ache.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great job.
Awesome. Thank you. Yay. All right, Allie, you ready for yours?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You really had to get there, but you got it.
Disney character that is friends with 7 tiny people.
Okay, Snow White
Uh-huh.
gets in a fight,
No, wait for it.
squeals in delight, jumps with fright.
On top of an astronomical object that heads towards Earth.
Snow White
On top of an
on a
astronomical...
satellite?
No.
On a meteorite.
Riding a meteorite.
Riding a
yes.
meteorite.
Okay.
Snow White on a meteorite. That's a beautiful image.
A medical professional who is also a rapper
Okay.
is heating up to a specific time a dessert that you need to be very quiet around.
A dessert you need to be quiet around?
Uh-huh.
What dessert do you need to be quiet around?
I mean, it was a thing in cartoons for a very long time where you couldn't make a lot of noise, or this specific dessert
It
would
wouldn't.
just...
It would. Oh, what's the one that's collapsed? It's not a quiche. It's Oh, what is that called?
I've literally never had one, but every cartoon was like, shh.
Souffle.
Yes.
Okay, so souffle.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Dre.
Oh no, doctor! You got the doctor part right.
What?
It's an initial. The 10th letter of the alphabet.
Dr. J.
Uh-huh.
What was the verb? Don't tell me the verb, but say it again.
Heating up to a specific time.
To a specific time?
I mean, I don't know. It's just, I'm just...
Oh, Dr. J bakes a souffle.
Another thing that's not baking.
Cooks a souffle. Makes
Cooking
a souffle.
Cooking souffle.
Why is it Dr. J and not Dr. Dre?
I don't know. It should have just been Dr. Dre.
Yeah. I don't know who Dr. J is.
Okay. So...
Who is Dr. J? Ghosties, if you know, please tell me.
The matriarch of This Is Us...
Mandy Moore.
Speaks about not making noise while sleeping.
Mandy Moore speaks about?
Uh-huh.
Is anti-snore?
No. So what's another way to say speaks about?
Talks?
Yeah, or whatever. Mandy Moore says she doesn't snore.
Oh,
I'll give
Mandy
it to
Moore
you.
says
I'll
she
give it to you.
doesn't snore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do another round.
She would say that.
Yeah. I would believe her too. She's
Okay.
another one I'm in love with.
I just saw her. I think she's in a new movie she might be in the new season of Dr. Death.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
It looked like her, but sometimes I have a hard time recognizing celebrities in those like thumbnail photos. Like I always think it's someone that it's completely not.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh look, Guy Pearce, and they're like, no, that's Russell Crowe,
yeah.
and I was like, wait, what? What's happening?
Yeah, I've got a rhyme for you. Russell Crowe has let himself go. That's
Listen, it's not our spot to judge Russell Crowe.
It's not. He's just had to put on weight for a few movie roles. In
I
a
mean,
row.
I do judge his casting in Les Mis, but
yeah.
other than that, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, a singer, a blonde bombshell voguing singer,
Okay.
owns as an emotional support animal a green lizard.
A green lizard.
Yeah.
Oh,
A green reptile. but it's a lizard.
Madonna has a support iguana. Madonna has a comforting iguana.
Well, what would you call an animal that lives in your house?
A pet.
Yeah.
Has a pet iguana.
Yeah.
Madonna has a pet iguana.
Yeah. Whoa.
Keanu Reeves.
Very good. Enjoys picking up discarded tree parts and putting them maybe in a book and letting them kind of dry out.
Okay, Keanu Reeves preserves leaves. Saves leaves.
Well, it likes to press leaves.
Likes to press leaves.
Some of the verbs here are very questionable.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the stars of The Sopranos. Don't ask me his character name because I could not tell you. I do not watch the show. I have not watched it. I will not watch it. I do not care. Prepares by heating up a hot dog.
Okay.
But it's like a slang name for a hot dog.
Okay, so heats up a wiener.
Take out the ER.
A ween?
No.
Frankfurt? Oh, Frankfurt.
No.
No.
It's also a name for someone if you're like a coward. People call you this.
A weenie.
Yeah.
Okay. James Gandolfini cooks a weenie.
He sure does.
Oh, yeah.
Great job.
I mean, and he's Italian, so it's going to be a really good weenie.
It's going to be delicious.
Okay. The main actor from House puts in labor at a place with a bunch of rocks.
His first name is Hugh, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Hugh something works at the quarry. Hugh Laurie.
Yeah. Hugh Laurie works
That's
at the
his
quarry.
name? Hugh Laurie?
Yeah, Hugh
works
Laurie.
at the quarry?
Uh-huh.
Hugh Laurie works at the quarry. That's different when you say it like that.
I can't even remember the last thing this guy was in.
Did you watch House?
I did. I watched the
never
entire
watched it.
thing. It's an intense watch. My favorite is that they realized that they sort of fell into a pattern of things, and this was back at the beginning when like internet and chat forums and all that stuff, so they realized that there was like a following and there were memes and there were jokes about it.
Right.
So at one point the joke was, it's not lupus. It's never lupus. Because somebody always suggests maybe it's lupus, but it's never lupus. So they do this one episode that's from the point of view of another character while all the typical house stuff is happening in the background.
Right.
And the character Wilson is like, oh, I thought you figured out, did you ever figure out what was wrong with the patient? It's like, yeah, it turns out it was lupus. And then like the story goes on because it's from the point of view of another character. And a few minutes later, they come rushing through. Somebody is coding, and one of the doctors is on top giving CPR. And as he's rolling by, he goes, "It wasn't lupus." And it was such a great, quick joke of like, we get it, guys. We do this. It's a formula at this point.
But I do like it when shows like lean into that.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you take yourself too seriously, that's the first step in like a very quick downfall. So like, don't take yourself too seriously.
Right.
Lean into the memes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good show. There was a will they, won't they about somebody that you thought like they definitely won't. Like, I don't see this ever happening, and then it did, and you're like, whoa, okay.
I do love
I'm
a
here
will they,
for
won't
it.
they.
Yeah.
I live for a will they, won't they. I mean, yeah.
But it was like a will they, won't they that it wasn't until like 4 or 5 seasons in that you were like, oh, they did. Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know that I wanted them to, won't they? But they did. Okay, it was a weird dynamic.
That was a solid team. They won't, and
Yeah.
here they are.
That was a solid they won't, and here they are, and this is all I wanted.
Yeah.
It was also a great take on Sherlock Holmes because he was Sherlock Holmes.
Right. Yeah.
Watson was his doctor friend named Wilson. Whatever, and he solved crimes, whatever that were crimes of medical natures. Okay. This person caught a runaway bride while doing the Miley Cyrus thing from a light fixture. God, I'm good at this.
Richard Gere swung from a chandelier.
Yes.
It's not the clues I would have gone with, but thank you. See, it literally has a song where like she just screams.
Yeah,
on the
I know,
swing
but how
from the
often do you get
chandelier.
to say Miley Cyrusing as a verb?
She doesn't. She comes in like a wrecking ball, not a
Right,
chandelier.
but she swings on the wrecking ball.
Sure, she
I just
does.
needed you to guess swing.
I saw her in a movie the other day. It was a Christmas movie.
Uh-huh.
I think it was called Before Night, Before something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the guy who plays Falcon
Mm-hmm.
and the curly-haired guy with glasses. I think his first name might be Seth.
Rogen?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And
So Anthony Mackie, Seth Rogen.
uh-huh, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. Have you seen it?
No.
Anyway,
Oh,
it was a fun watch.
yeah. Okay. The most famous male newscaster ever goes through a red.
Walter Cronkite takes a red light.
No, you can't be red light because I said red. But
Walter
Walter Cronkite goes through.
takes
No.
a light.
What's another one for takes?
Runs.
Uh-huh.
Runs a light. Runs the light.
Specific light.
Runs a stoplight.
Yes. Walter Cronkite runs a stoplight. I think we may be out of time for another one. Let's rate the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we will.
Yeah, so that was Describe It.
Yeah. So this was the Describe It deck from Obama Llama.
Yeah.
There are 3 decks of cards, all different colors. In the real game, you roll the dice and pick the color. But we played this before we rated things.
Yeah.
So the box, I like the box.
I love this box.
I love that it's cartoony. I think Big Potato does some really good boxes. It's
Yeah.
really bright.
It's also got like that matte spot. It's called Spot UV, where some of the box is matte and some of the box is glossy.
And it's an oddly shaped box, so I feel like
Yeah.
if you're stacking a bunch of stuff,
Uh-huh.
it'll like fit in that spot where you're like, what the heck can I put in here? Like none of
Mhm.
my other games fit in here. This game
Yeah.
will fit in there.
The inside that's holding the cards is recycled cardboard. That is definitely recycled cardboard. So it's
Mhm.
not plastic, right? It will
Yeah.
break down eventually. It comes with our favorite, a little notepad to
We
keep
love
score
a
of
little
things.
notepad
Yeah.
and a tiny pencil.
Tiny pencil and a dice. It's very simple to interpret. It's just a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
God, Big Potatoes. Big Potato is so awesome.
Big Potato makes great games and
Yeah.
great boxes. I'm gonna give this box I'm gonna give it the joy that you experience when you put the top on a box and it makes that fart noise.
Yes.
And you like are secretly always wanting it to happen, but
Uh-huh.
like it only ever happens on a rare magical occasion and
Mhm.
inside you feel that joy.
Yep.
That's what this box is giving.
Agreed.
Cards, they're really just kind of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're pretty clearly
It's
I
a,
like that
it's a,
there's
It's a bookmark. I give it
Yeah.
a bookmark.
Yeah, and I like that there's 3 clues on each one, so that's great.
Yeah.
The actual game is super fun to play. We adapted to the 2-player version, but it's a super fun game to play.
Yeah.
And you say really weird things, which delights me. And of course, as always, we have a great time doing it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I
we-
picked this game up at Target a while ago, or it
You
was given to
did.
me because
Yeah.
I love llamas. So people gave me a llama game.
Yeah. And it's not political at all, so don't let the Obama name in it throw you
It's
if
just
you're
because
not a
it
supporter.
rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because it rhymes with llama.
Right.
Yeah. Or in Spanish, the llama.
The llama.
Mm-hmm. I loved it. This is awesome. Thank you, Big Potato. This is a great game you've made. I'm not going to put it back because we got to
Yeah.
put back the cards.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a great day, little ghosties. Hope you're having a beautiful end of the year, beginning of the year,
Yeah.
season, time. and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Now we'd love to hear from you.
You can visit playdatepod.us to watch our videos,
Access our episode library,
find out more about our brand of quality, clean comedy.
and contact us with any questions or comments.
Improvisers love audience suggestions, so make sure you visit playdatepod.us.
And the podcast you just heard was a production of Society Circus Players.
If you like what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
And finally, if life's a circus, we're the clowns!
Remember when we used to have beavers? That was a thing for a while.
What?
When we used to have beepers and pagers?
Oh, beepers.
Yeah, did you not have beeper?
I never had
You
one.
never had a beeper, really?
No.
Huh.
No. Did you have one?
Yeah.
No, I never.
I mean, my parents felt like it was a necessity, like...
No, I never had one.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not a necessity because I lived through the whole thing. Still here.
Well, we grew up in a very different... Like, you grew up in a small town where you could be gone and everybody would be like...
Where you could be murdered and tossed into a field.
Yeah, right. But,
Yeah.
like, I lived in the city where they just, you needed to keep track of where we were.
I would argue the opposite is true, but anyway.